Here on the OCU Athletics Update, we're talking to Delaware Resource Group Superstar Athlete of the Week, Terence Bonhomme, sophomore basketball player from St. Martinville, Louisiana, who is the Star's current scoring leader. And Terence, tell us some of the keys to your breakout season this year.
I think it all started this summer, well, the past 2 summers, tearing my ACL and everybody, just the support, my family, friends, the school, getting back. So I wanted to be what they wanted me to be, So I worked real hard this summer to rehab my knee. Then it's showing on the court now.
What did you learn about yourself and about the game when you were sitting out last year with that injury?
That the game is really slow. It's very, very slow. It might look fast out there, but when you watch it from the bench all year, it's real slow, and it's just certain things. It's all about angles. Like, you get somebody off balance, you go left. You get somebody off balance right, it's just all about angles. That's what I really learned the most.
You're one of a few players on this team that served in the military before coming here to OCU. Tell us a little bit about what that was like and what the path was that led you here to OCU.
It all started with Chief. It was my chief, and I was on the basketball team over there, and he knew Coach Phelps, who's now gone. So they were real close friends, and he kept telling me he could get me in college. I'm like, sure you can, everybody say that. Then we made it to the national tournament in the Army, and we won it, and Coach Phelps came, and he came up to me and talked to me, and that led me here. I couldn't believe it. Now I'm here, I'm a star.
What was the nature of your military service?
I was supply, and I worked with the mechanics a lot. So whenever I was in charge of like millions and billions of money, so I had to order like maybe a Humvee engine. Then I had to make sure it got there, because if it didn't, it would be chaos. So.
How did your military service prepare you for day-to-day life as a student athlete?
Made it very easy. Like my freshman year, I remember my teammates were saying, "Oh, you got an 8 o'clock?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's late, ain't it?" I thought that was late. But they were saying, "No, that's early." So, like, waking up at 5:30, and just like, it was just more like it just really prepared me to make school easier. Like people were saying, this would be hard, being a student athlete and going to class and practice. I'm like, I work from 5:30 to 5. Had to get up at 2:30 sometimes. Couldn't take showers sometimes. I'm like, as long as I could take a shower and stuff and practice and do what I love, I'm happy.
Tell us more about your basketball career, going back to your high school days, and how did you keep up with the game as far as the military was concerned?
Well, in high school, it was all fun in high school. I couldn't shoot the ball like this now. If you hear people, they call me Rondo, like Rajon Rondo. I got that in the military, the Rajon Rondo name, because when I first got there, it was like, he's good, but he can't shoot. And that's when I realized I really love the game. Like, I'm not on no scholarship. I'm not getting paid to play basketball. It just put me in the gym late at night just to better my shot. It bettered my shot just because I wanted to be better at it. And I didn't even know at the time I would be in college. And I just love basketball. That's why I got out of the military. People was like, "You're making such good money." But I'm like, I love to play basketball. So that's what keeps me. That's what keeps the drive going. Just my love for the game.
What's your major here at OCU?
Criminal justice.
So what career plans do you have following your OCU career?
Well, since I tore my ACL, I got an extra year. So I'm getting my bachelor's next year, and then I'm gonna have another year, and I'm getting my master's, and I hope to be an air marshal on on the planes and stuff. Air marshal.
I'm talking to Delaware Resource Group Superstar Athlete of the Week, Terence Bonhomme. You can follow the basketball team on OCUsports.com.
There's a call to be answered. The spirit of competition is still alive inside. the desire still drives. The phrase student athlete has a great ring to it. Lasting friendships are ready to be made. You just want to keep playing. Game on. Learn more at naia.org.
Here on the OCU Athletics Update, we're talking to baseball coach Denney Crabaugh. The Stars recently won a 4-game series with 4th-ranked Tabor over this last weekend. And, Coach, you won 3 out of 4 over Tabor. Talk about what went into that series.
Well, that was a series that were very important to us. Obviously, a nationally ranked team, a team that was ahead of us, and we hadn't really fared well against nationally ranked teams up to that point. And we kind of pointed that weekend to, hey, let's see if we can get this turned around. We haven't been playing good up to that point, and I wanted them to sit there and let's get some energy going, let's get going, and let's try to start playing the way we're capable of playing. And I was very pleased with our effort, and end up having to win 3 out of 4 against Tabor, which was I'll take that right now.
You were on an 8-game winning streak before Tabor won the last game of that 4-game series. How is your team coming together in the early part of the season?
Well, I think the series was pivotal for us. Like I said, we'd been kind of ho-humming through the season, and our record indicated that. We were much better than 8-6 going into that series. And it was one of those things where you just sit there and we're trying to get people to come through and trying to get guys to get excited and raise their games to other levels and help other people on the team raise to other levels. And so we made a big deal about it against Tabor, and I think the guys really responded. It was the most energy we've had in our dugout for a 1 day, 2 days even, than we've had since opening day, and it really showed. And I think that's showed our guys, and we really made a point afterwards saying, see, this is who you can be. And I know we sat there and got on them a little bit and and they go and respond like that, and it makes you really happy, and you sit there and go, see, that's what we've been missing. This is what you're actually capable of doing. And when you show up at the ballpark ready to go, and you show up with enthusiasm, intensity, and passion, focused, and let's get after these guys, this is who you are. Don't forget it, and hopefully we will continue that the rest of the way.
Offensively, several different guys have stepped up so far. Landon Kuhn leading the way there. Who are some of the guys who have stepped up offensively, and what is your identity on offense?
Well, our middle of the order is performing well. Landon Kuhn's one of the leading hitter, and Dylan Delso, I think, is leading in RBIs. Jared Baker is one of the leaders of RBIs, maybe leading us in hitting, and J.J. Bissell has home runs, and Corey Lynn's up there with the average stuff. So our middle of the lineup is really performing well. They're doing what they need to do, what we need them to do. They're not only hitting for average, but they're driving in runs, they're hitting power, and now the other side, the top end has been a little inconsistent. They've had good days and bad days, and now the bottom end has been kind of fluctuating around. So once we start going from there and get everybody on the same page, then I think our offense is going to be what we thought it was going to be, an offense that's going to go out there and produce a lot of runs with some power, with some base running skills and those type of things. So it all resonates from the middle, and hopefully everybody else. Hitting is contagious one way or the other. So hopefully now that middle is really producing well, we can get the top end and the bottom end going as good as well.
Your pitching staff currently ranks 6th nationally in strikeouts. Who are some of the guys who have been some contributors, maybe out of the bullpen this year, that you may not have expected?
Well, the strikeouts, we've got Carlos leads the team in strikeouts. I mean, he's a strikeout pitcher. He goes for it. He was one of the leaders last year in strikeouts, had over 100 strikeouts. Kenny Roeder's come in, done a good job this year. He came in at the break, and he's done real well. Mark Simon got off to a little bit of a slow start, and he's kind of gotten back into it. His last couple out of pen holding lines again, we had a lot of guys with a little bit slow starts, and that contributed to our record. Holden was the same way. Made a couple adjustments. He's been pretty good. Ricky Parra, he's had a start earlier than he was then he came in and we started using him out of the pen, and he's had a couple of saves. So he's one of those guys in the back in that pen. When you bring him in the ball game, you know, you're feeling pretty good about it. But overall, I think when you look at our team and our pitching staff and what we really believe that they can do, I think, you know, we're a little short of that right now. But I think once we start getting into more games and getting into it a little bit, and people start coming around, I still believe this pitching staff is the best pitching staff of quality and depth-wise we've had since 2005. But they have to go out and do it.
You guys start conference play coming up with Southwestern Assemblies of God. What is the conference going to present this year, and how prepared are your guys for league play?
Well, the conference is, you know, to be honest, is going to be down since we've had some guys leave. That's going to be right now, it looks like mainly a three-way race between us, USAO, and Wayland. USAO and Wayland are off to really fast starts, but quite honestly, they haven't played the schedule we've played. And I think when it comes down to it, the schedule we've played 3 nationally ranked teams in the top 12, I think, so far. And when it comes to it, the toughness of the schedule, I think it prepares us for the conference season. And we're still looking to take care of the team that matters to the most to us on our schedule is us. It's like these other teams, you know, we got to take care of ourselves. And I think, and it's like I've told our guys year after year after year, and even this year as well, we come and bring our A game. We come with a high intensity. We come and have a high percentage of our best, bring it to the ball game, physical, mental, spiritual, emotional effort. Then I'll take what happens on the scoreboard. And because I think with our talent and we bring those intangible things, we're going to do pretty well. And I think everybody is set up and we know what we need to do, and we're going to continue on. And hopefully, again, this weekend is a springboard towards that conference opener and going ahead and take the conference all season long.
You've added your son Cody to the coaching staff this year. Obviously, you had a 4-year career here at OCU and a stint in the minor leagues as well. What's it going to be like having Cody on the coaching staff?
Well, to be honest, I really wasn't know what to expect. I didn't know if he would be really a contributor as far as the coaching side of it, but I've been very pleasantly surprised and proud of the job he's done, because he brings a level of experience and kind of to the pitchers that I certainly don't have. I never played pro ball, and none of the people on the coaching staff, you know, as far as deals with pitchers did, except for Cody. So he kind of brings a unique perspective, and the guys seem to really resonate with him, and he's got a pretty level-headed way of thinking, and I've been really proud of what he's done and how he's gone about his business. And it's like, hey, maybe he does know what he's talking about. Maybe he did listen for those 4 years that he was here. But no, I'm happy to have him on the staff, and hopefully he can continue on, and we'll see where it takes him. I don't know. Might take him a long ways.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Talking to baseball coach Denney Crabaugh. The Stars will start conference play coming up. You can follow their progress on OCUsports.com.